Hello everybody. It's been a minute, actually a while, since I've made a video. I was kind of saving this for at least a month after the gathering, due to the fact that I've had a lot of stuff going on, and I wanted to see if everything calmed down with everybody before I even attempted to make this video. In this video, I just want to give you my experience of being at the gathering. And no, this is not to trash talk anybody. I have nothing negative to say about anybody. And I got a dice tongue ring. That thing was pretty dope. But anyway, so back to the gathering. I had gotten picked up in Chicago by Crazy McCormick and his friend Guido, who I'd never met until then. The ride was fun. We had a good time. Even watched Chuck Reeves, his gathering, I guess, breakdown of what was going on at the gathering. And then we arrived at our hotel. That was pretty fun. We had a good time. The first day of the gathering was actually pretty cool. I did take acid. That's not a lie. I did do that. We had a fun day, actually. I hung out at the Bender Boys camp for a while, who, by the way, are good people. I also saw Max and spoke to him for a little while, who's a great person. You should probably go check out his album. It's actually a very good album. I listen to it a lot. I've got the CD he signed for my son, which is very amazing. We ended up drinking vodka, and I ended up taking a nap. During this nap, when I was in the other room, I guess money had gone missing. I heard later. I'm not sure. Who knows who did it? $20, not really that serious, but it isn't cool regardless. Something happened. It might have got lost. Who knows? I don't know. But that day, we got to the gathering. So wait, that would have been the day before. We were at the hotel. The day we got to the gathering, yes, I did acid. I'm not going to say who I got it from. It's really no one's business. But, I hang out with the Bender Boys, a couple of one-on-one conversations, took a long walk with Violent George. It was actually a pretty fun time. Was not in shape for the gathering. Was not. I have now lost, I think, 30 pounds altogether since then. That place was treacherous. Horrible walking. Fuck that hill, for real. Fuck that hill. I ended up getting into a golf cart accident, which it wasn't that bad, but I did bounce my head off the ground. I went from the back to the inside, out the side, onto my head, smacked my head twice, scraped up my whole leg. There were some funny memes going around, like who got worse, this person, this person, this person. I would have to say I'm not the one who had the worst injuries, but it did hurt. The next day, let's think what happened the next day. The next day, I talked to Child's Spin Ninja for a while. I actually took a picture with him. We're both making kind of a mean, irritated face, but in person, he is not a terrible person, let me tell you. After that golf cart incident, he was kind enough to give me a ride, as well as Guido and Crazy McCormick, back to the vehicle so that we could get a ride back to our hotel because I was injured. I also hung out with him on day 2, eating cupcakes in the hotel room, and then after the fact, hanging out at what was supposed to be the Token concert, but he ended up changing the date to the following day, where he did come and show up and perform before Tech 9, which I figured was going to happen because I couldn't see Token showing up to the gathering without Tech 9. He's kind of a package deal lately with Tech 9, but I thought the concert was amazing. I also went to the Jump Steady show where Samantha performed, with Child's Play Ninja and spoke to him there. We had a couple other conversations involving Sister Hatchet as well, which if you ever see this, I hope you're okay. I have not heard anything from her. She was a very cool person that I got to meet. I will never forget her. She was amazing. I just want everyone to know, there's a lot of rumors, a lot of shit talking, a lot of drama, a lot of horrible things going on. There's somebody in my life, I don't want to put their business like out there like that, that's in very poor health condition right now. And you know, the drama and the online stuff really doesn't help anything. I'm trying my best to avoid drama at all costs. I am trying to mend, I guess you could say, this community, which I guess that didn't work, but I did. I really thought if I could try to put aside my differences with Raya, that it would somehow get the attention of certain artists to mend their problems, because in all actuality we've got fans arguing over drama that really doesn't concern us. It does concern us in the way that it's hurtful and painful, but it doesn't concern us in the way that we should be fighting amongst each other because they're not getting along. That's my whole thing. I'm tired of being on the twisted side while other people are on the ICP side. Look, I was told by somebody I should just enjoy the music and not care about what happens in the background. And maybe that's the way I should have been this entire time. I do apologize to people that I've offended. After meeting certain people at the gathering, I realized people are just people. We're all getting older. It was the 20th anniversary. ICP's been playing for 30 freaking years. 30 years, you guys. 30 years. So I don't have anything negative to say about anybody. I really don't. So if anyone has anything negative they want to say about me, I mean, that's completely up to them. But on my standpoint, at the gathering, everyone treated me respectfully and were good people. Especially, I want to thank Guido for all of his help. That he did help me a lot. A funny story I can tell you that was actually hilarious. I'm sorry, this is funny. So the Bender Boys camp was one of the most hilarious and funny spots of the gathering. And they happened to be booing everybody that drove past with wheels. And the EMS group was part of that group. So as EMS went past, they were booed several times. And these girls came back, and to my surprise, they said something. I was really shocked that they spoke and said something. And the first thing the girl said, it was actually quite hilarious. Excuse me, was, hey, why are you guys booing us? We're out here saving your lifeless homies. Like, are you whooping us or are you booing us? And then I'm like, I apologize. Everything's cool. We're just playing around. They're like, no, this area is blacklisted for a day. And I thought it was funny. I still think it's funny that Jesus' remark was, oh, a day? That's nothing. Okay. And I'm like, oh no, don't blacklist us because I just got in a golf cart accident and I actually need EMS. So I ended up walking to the EMS area. And at the EMS area with Guido, when I first walked over there, they were like, you can stay, but he can get the fuck out. And I'm just like, are they serious? I'm like, yeah, get the fuck out. You're bullying us. And I'm like, dude, it was totally a joke, totally a joke. So for the rest of the gathering that I saw, anytime EMS went by, the Bender Boys cheered for them, which was pretty cool. I don't have anything negative to say about anybody. I thought I had a good time. I thought everyone else had a good time. Was not there for the last night performance. Reason being, there was some fighting going on up there. People were kind of hostile. I didn't know how it was going to end up, but I really just didn't want to be a part of it. I wanted it to end more on a positive note than anything negative. But as far as my gathering of you goes, if they have a gathering next year, I suggest people go, but I'm letting you know those hills are no freaking joke. That thing is like a motocross track, and it's not a joke. It's